Happy Saturday, everyone. It's 8:40 a.m., April 25th, and I'm here to do your crypto and market analysis, all right? First things first, again, folks, we have rebranded from Cryptosomniac to the AlphaTrades, all right? So you can find us AlphaTrades if you look it up on YouTube. You can find us there. You can find us on Medium. You can see right there, AlphaTrades. We have a ton of articles that we write pretty much every single day. And same thing on TradingView. You can find us on AlphaTrades, okay? So the reason I wanted to let y'all know is, if you want to find us, you can follow us. We sometimes give out free information, free trade setups on any of these platforms, especially Medium. We actually provide written analysis for everything. So if you don't have time to watch our videos, you can read our synopsis of our videos on these articles. We actually have basically a written transcripts of all these videos that I make. And you can see, folks, every single day I make a lot of free content, okay? So I really hope you guys give us a thumbs up, you subscribe to our community, or you just bump us on Twitter or somewhere where you can mention us and thank us, okay? Because it does take a lot of time and effort to make these kinds of videos. And this is a lot of free information or free alpha that we give away. So I hope you guys enjoy our videos. Give us a thumbs up, show your appreciation, leave a comment even with your own thoughts on the market or whatever you're thinking about and what you're considering doing in terms of investments and trading, okay? We'd really appreciate to hear from you. We'd really appreciate the thumbs up and the subscriptions, okay? All right, with that being said, let's get to the crypto analysis, all right? One thing I want to show y'all again real quick is we've now taken 3 consecutive trades which have yielded in profit. So a couple days ago, we entered a trade right here, the long around 71.80. All right, that's when this movement was happening right here. Okay, so the breakout right above this area is where we pretty much entered. All right, and if we go back to it, we entered and then we closed out of our position right there around $7,500 or so, tagging this key level that I've been paying attention to. Got out of that. Obviously, I missed this whole movement up, right? But the thing is, when it comes to technicals, as I've said before, you have to know what your game plan is before you enter a trade. Okay, when the trade itself goes too high or too low beyond your targets, okay, it's okay to just walk away and take profit and just say, you know what, I'm okay with missing whatever piece of this run that was to the upside. All right, and so that's what we did, right? We got out of our trade in nice 4.2% profit, nice couple $100 moves, right? And then after that, we took another trade, okay? This was such an easy trade in my opinion. That's when we were coming down to this area. We picked up our position right around, I think 74.50 or 74.75, somewhere around that area. You could see right there, the entry price took a long, exit price right around $7,600, so another $125 movement, plus 1.7% profit, okay? And so that was yesterday when we closed out that trade. And again, at the same time yesterday, we saw another opportunity, all right? A couple hours later where price came down again like this, okay? And then we entered a trade again. So it's just been a really great, couple of days of just chop and making moves in and out. I really don't like trading the chop, but so far it's been pretty clean. And to be honest, it's just been a great way to make some money, okay? So you can see again, I entered the trade right around 74.71 right there. Got a couple positions filled. And then this morning, before you wake up, you see your trade closed out in profit right there, $7,600. So got in 74.71, got out $7,600, 1.8% profit again. So you could see right there, 3 trades in the last 24 hours, yielding, a couple $100 in each trade, right? So that's what we do in this community, folks. There's a reason why we named ourselves AlphaTrades. It's because we're collecting that alpha. We're doing the best that we can to beat the market, make some gains in this community. All right. I want to also open with a morning motivational quote because I think a lot of people are kind of sitting in these environments and trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, why they're in financial trouble or what they could do to get out of it, etc. Right? I think it's a tough time for everyone. Okay, but what we need to do going forward is instead of looking back and frowning upon the choices that we've made. Rather, we should accept responsibility for your life. Know that it is you who will get you where you want to go and no one else. Okay, and this is by Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker. I listen to him all the time. And honestly, he gives me motivation pretty much every single day to look back on my struggles and my failures and just say, you know what, we'll chalk that up as a loss. Let's keep moving forward and let's hope for a better day, more improvement in our lives, etc. Okay, so point is, in our community, we're fairly humble people, right? We like to absorb as much knowledge as possible. We like to trade. We like to share information. We're very big on education right here. If you look in the education section, tons of articles, books, videos, pieces of useful information of how to trade setups, trading strategies, all kinds of information in here. Okay. And aside from that, as I've said before, we have an options community right here, or rather options sub-channels, where we explain people how we're picking up options trades, BTC options, and we have an options chat if you want to discuss anything regarding specific options. And then we have an oil channel where Faisal, our resident equities analyst, he discusses everything regarding oil, how things are looking, specific ETFs, specific sectors, regarding oil or related to oil, how they're looking as well. So you can see every single day he gives a tons of analysis, and he also sometimes provides levels that key leaders in the oil market need to hold above to ensure if it's supposed to be bullish or bearish, etc. Okay. Now Forex updates, as I've stated before, we've closed off a bunch of profitable trades, and I can show you guys this one right here because it's been such a great trade for us. We entered right here about 108.7 and closed out about 107.75. For those of you who don't understand Forex, when you make this kind of movement, especially with the kind of leverage that you're afforded on Forex, that's about 1,000 pip move. Sometimes that could, depending on how much capital you have, that could be a couple $100, a couple thousand, or a couple million. Okay, so these kinds of movements, in the Forex markets, they're not as easy. The volatility in this makes it, I think, a fantastic playing field for people to make money in. Also, it's very possible that you lose a lot of money too, okay? But the fact of the matter is, in our community, we've been consistently just kicking ass, okay? We're making profit consistently. We're making profit in Forex. We're making profit in equities and even crypto. Of course, we have our losers, and I've explained to you guys before, I've had plenty of losers. I've shown you guys this time and time again. You can see I cut some trades over here at a loss, right? You can see right there, negative 2.1% loss, okay? Let me see here. Well, this one was profit. I'm trying to find the losers here. There's another one. There's a loss right there, 0.4%. See, the thing is, if you look at our community, right, we try to keep our losers as small as possible, right? And our winners as big as possible, negative 1% loss, okay? So you can see we have plenty of losers, all right? But we also have a lot of winners, and we need to just make sure that our winners are more consistent and larger size, okay? So let's get to it. Where are we and where are we going, right? So I think for the most part, what we're really doing here is this kind of looks to me like a inverse, sort of head and shoulders pattern. Typically, I do like to see these at the bottom of trends. So like if price is coming down like this, and then it goes like this, goes like that, and then it puts in something like that, and then it keeps moving up. That's where I like to see inverse head and shoulders patterns like that at the bottom, okay? But I've been seeing lately in crypto that I have been seeing inverse head and shoulders pattern at the top of trends like this. And actually they're working out pretty well, okay? So even the current one that you're seeing right now, what we're really seeing is a consolidation, all right, right near key resistance, which is that block right here between 7,600 and 8,150, okay? So I have no doubt that I think at some point, this is probably going to keep pushing up. Now, doesn't mean that it has to push up and go all the way. For all I know, we could move a couple $100, get rejected by the bears, get sent down here to key support, this area right here of consolidation that hasn't been tested as support. And then from here, we keep moving back up, Okay, so there's a couple of different options that we have how to play this. For now, I'm not in any trades. Like I just showed you, I close out my long position. I don't really have a good trade to get into. This is really just in the midst of consolidation now. So I'm probably just going to wait it out and see what else we come up with over the next several hours, maybe even the next several days. Okay. The one thing that I do pay attention to, as I've said before, is the equities markets, specifically S&P 500, and Bitcoin has been moving, very toe-to-toe with the S&P 500 index. All right. So for the most part, all I really do during market days and market hours of the S&P 500 Monday through Fridays, I just look for, how it's moving, the SPX right there. And I just watch Bitcoin and see if it's sitting near any key support levels, resistance levels, and then I get in and out of positions based on that. All right. Okay, let's see how the daily closed. Okay, so yesterday's daily closed pretty much like a doji, really nothing special about it. I do believe that, in this particular case, this candle right here, today's daily candle, has a higher chance of potentially just being an inside bar in this wick right here, which is the 7,800 high wick, meaning that even if we go up, I don't really see us going higher than 7,800 today. I think we might consolidate into the weekend, and come Sunday when the CME futures open, as I stated, right? The CME futures are this ticker right here. Okay, once they open, I'd figure that that's when the real volume comes, and then we might see some movement to the upside on Sunday. Okay, so I think CME futures open around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so keep a lookout for that. And then as per trading light, I really don't see anything really special in terms of resistance all the way to 77.50. So it's quite possible that, we get all the way close to about 7,700, 77.25. And then, this wall right here kind of sells us off down here. Okay. So that could be a potential short. Again, not investment advice, but I would actually take a punt on that short, to be honest. Okay. Because I think 7,700 with these walls that you're seeing stack up might be resistance, but obviously you want to wait for the confirmation. You don't want to just jump in and say, hey, I'm going to definitely short 7,700. If you know how to read order flow the way we do, the way we present this kind of information to our community, this platform right here, I show screenshots of it time and time again, and I explain to people what we're seeing, what we could expect. And then I also look at the actual orders, market orders that are coming in, and I place this above 100,000. Anything below that, I don't really care because it's, average retailers anyway. So I want to see the bigger orders, right? I want to see the $100,000 plus. So you can see 300,000 right there, 250, 148, 251. Those are the orders that are going to actually inch up the market up or down. It's not going to be $50 or 5,000 here and there. Okay. All right, let me see here if there's anything else I need to talk about. So yeah, folks, again, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and go to the CryptoSomniac website. Like I said, we've rebranded. We're going to move over our website soon. Hit the products page right there on the top right, and then join our Advantage subscription, all right? Because we're actually going to be raising prices starting in a week and a half, around May 5th. Because we're now providing so much content, so much information that I think $97 right now is a steal. Okay, it's a steal. $97 is a steal because you're getting crypto analysis, equities analysis every single day, every update that you can see. You can ask questions in here about the stock market, any particular stocks we can answer questions about. Whatever we're seeing in the market, we can answer questions about. Okay, even the Forex markets. Okay, if you have a particular pair that you want us to look at. Same thing with oil, right? I think a lot of people have been getting into oil, but I kept telling folks that, hey, if you've never traded oil, it's best to just stay away. So even if we cannot provide you a trade setup or information regarding a trade, at least I'll tell you that if it were me, I'd stay away from a sector that's moving very violently. And instead of looking at it as a money making machine, you might want to think of it as, hey, this might actually take away my money, and be safe and just stay away. Okay, so I know we're actually a community where we do preach risk management, we do preach patience. So if you want to learn that kind of stuff from us, come join. Okay, all right, back to the analysis. So again, daily chart, like I've said, I still think into Sunday we'll have a inside bar as per this wick high right here. I don't see us breaking out today. It's possible, but typically Saturdays have low volume, so I don't expect a whole lot of movement, but I'll be paying attention. Okay, again, you can see all our videos, okay, folks, AlphaTrades on YouTube right here. I mean, every single day we put out tons of content, tons of information, right? Just for you guys to see. And every single Sunday, so tomorrow being Sunday, okay, we put out these equities videos right here. Okay, so you can see one from 2 weeks ago, last week, and then there's one coming up today. And even last week, we had stated that this is going to be a pivotal week. Okay, and it obviously was, right? Because it was a pivotal week for the oil markets. You can see April 19th, right? So last Sunday, it was a very pivotal week for the stock market, oil, and bonds. Okay, so this is the kind of information that you get from the community, whether it's written or in videos, etc. And you can expect good information coming to you, all right? And aside from that, we also digest a lot of information from very reputable sources, okay? You know, I read a lot of Financial Times, Bloomberg, other analysts. I listen to Raoul Pal. I have tons of subscriptions to larger services that have bigger newsletters, bigger videos that are very premium content. And I distill that information for our community from what I've learned and picked up from people smarter than myself. Okay, the worst thing you can say sometimes is, you know, I'm the smartest person in the room, and then you're pretty much giving away half-assed information. But I can humbly say that I don't know everything, but I do try to, you know, do a good job of trying to absorb as much as I can, learn from people way smarter than myself, and then distill that information to you guys, showing you exactly what my thoughts are alongside, you know, what I'm seeing in the markets, as well as what other smart people are seeing. Okay. So anyway, folks, with that being said, come join our Advantage community right here. You can go to CryptoSomniac.com, hit the products page before we hike up the prices. Because if you do join now, you will not have to pay $125. You'll be grandfathered into $97 per month. Okay. And then give us a thumbs up on our videos, subscribe. You can follow us on Medium with all these written articles right here, or follow us on TradingView. And also there's a free Discord link below. So if you just want to join and stay on the free side, you can also do that. All right. By the way, last but not least, I actually put up 2 free trades that I was watching yesterday for XTZ, which is Tezos, and then Ethereum as well. I stated that Ethereum looks like it wants to hit about $200 to $210 or so. And I think both of those are fairly close to their targets. Okay, let's see how Ethereum's doing. You can see Ethereum's at 195. So again, free alpha, I probably think that Ethereum is very close to hitting that $200 target. I think it's going to happen possibly today or tomorrow. So very close to that. And then same thing with Tezos. Okay, I think Tezos should be hitting, you know, at the very least, I think it should be hitting, where was it? Just above this high, 2.82 or so. So it's actually pretty close to that area. So we'll see, all right? But that's it, folks. You guys know what kind of community we are. I hope y'all come join. And until then, all right, take care. Have a good rest of the weekend and stay safe.